What if you woke up tomorrow and every school in the world was gone? No more teachers. No more classes. No more homework. Just an empty building and a message: school is permanently shut down. At first, millions of students would probably celebrate. No more early mornings, no more pop quizzes. No more stress, right? But as the days go on, something strange would start to happen. The excitement would fade. And the reality would hit hard. Let's break down exactly what could happen if schools disappeared overnight. Day 1, chaos. The first day would feel like a snow day, but global. Students would cheer. Parents would panic. And governments would scramble to understand what's going on. Emergency meetings would happen everywhere. What do we do with the kids? Who's going to take care of them while we work? And most of all, what's going to happen to their education? The truth is, schools do way more than just teach math or history. They provide meals, supervision, health services, structure, even emotional support. Without them, society would lose one of its most important systems. Week 1, the fallout begins. After the initial shock, families would start to adapt. Some parents would try homeschooling. Others would look to the internet for help. We'd see a rise in learning pods, small groups of kids taught by hired tutors. But here's the catch: that only works for families who can afford it. For millions of kids, especially in low-income areas, there would be nothing. No internet. No laptop. No lessons. Just silence. The gap between rich and poor would start to grow instantly, and fast. Month 1, the tech takeover. By the end of the first month, tech companies would rush in. AI-powered tutors, virtual reality classrooms, and personalized learning apps would explode in popularity. Some students might even thrive in this new system. They'd learn at their own pace, explore subjects they actually care about, and skip all the boring parts. But there's a dark side. Kids without stable internet, quiet spaces, or supportive families would fall behind, way behind. And once that happens, catching up might be impossible. The economic shockwave. Let's not forget the economic impact. Schools employ millions: teachers, bus drivers, cafeteria workers, janitors, counselors. If schools shut down, all of those jobs vanish. Entire communities would collapse without that support. And what about parents? With no school, many would have to quit their jobs or reduce hours to care for their children. That means lower income, more stress, and long-term financial instability. It's a ripple effect, and it touches everyone. Mental health and isolation. Now let's talk about something just as important as education: mental health. School isn't just about grades, it's about connection. It's where kids make friends, join clubs, play sports, and learn how to be part of a group. Without that, loneliness would skyrocket. Depression, anxiety, social withdrawal. Even the most introverted kids need community. Imagine going through your teenage years with no one to talk to, no one to laugh with, no one who gets what you're going through. That's not education. That's isolation. A new way to learn? But humans are adaptable. Over time, we might reinvent education completely. Imagine this: a student in Brazil learns physics through a virtual lab built in the metaverse. A child in India has an AI mentor that speaks her language and teaches based on her interests. A teen in Canada learns history by exploring time periods through interactive VR experiences. Sounds amazing, right? In this future, students wouldn't be stuck in rows of desks. They'd learn through experience, exploration, and creativity. No more memorizing facts for tests. No more one-size-fits-all. Just curiosity-driven learning, personalized for every brain. But here's the problem: this high-tech dream isn't for everyone. In fact, it might only work for a small percentage of the population. People with access to stable internet, modern devices, and quiet, safe spaces. Billions of children still don't have any of those things. So while some kids leap forward, others would be stuck, or worse, forgotten. The gap between the education elite and the rest would explode. And if we're not careful, this future would be less equal, not more. What about the teachers? Let's not forget the humans behind education: teachers. Without schools, what happens to them? Some might transition into private tutors, course creators, or online mentors. Others might leave education entirely. We would lose not just knowledge, but passion. Because good teachers don't just deliver content, they inspire, guide, and change lives. Replacing them with AI? It might be efficient, but can it replace compassion? Long-term impacts. Now fast forward 5 years. What kind of adults would grow out of a world without schools? Some might be brilliant, self-taught innovators. Others might lack basic literacy, critical thinking, or social skills. We'd likely see a rise in online certifications, portfolios, and skill-based hiring. But we might also lose the shared experiences that unite generations. No more school dances. No school plays. No science fairs. No group projects. All the little moments that make childhood feel alive? Gone. So what if schools disappeared tomorrow? We'd gain some things. Personalized learning. Flexible schedules. Creative freedom. But we'd lose so much more. Community. Equality. Mental health. And the foundation that holds much of society together. The truth is, schools are flawed. They need improvement. They need innovation. But erasing them overnight? That would create a disaster we might never recover from. So next time you're stuck in a boring class or stressing over a test, remember, school is more than a place. It's a launchpad for your future. And without it, the world might look a lot darker than we think. Subscribe for more what if stories about our future, and don't forget to hit the like button if you've ever complained about school, but secretly know